Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Aperture Grill Your Game, where I take a look at games that have been posted on r/playmygame. And today we're looking at a game called Same Room, Same Day. The developer posted this. He's been also active on r/Unity3D, so this is definitely a Unity game. And the choice of language to start with is just English, or I'm going to assume that's Russian, although I don't know anything about flags. Everything's red, white, and blue. This is good for me. All right, so we're loading up English. Okay, demo version 0.1.0. The first thing I noticed, which I'm very happy about, is that the sound level seems totally fine. A lot of chromatic aberration happening here, but I'm very happy that the sound is reasonably set to start with. But again, let's just start with the settings menu here. So mouse sensitivity, that's probably gonna have to be adjusted, but it may be good. Sound effects, music, for right now, this is actually okay. I'm going to keep with this for right now. So this game, the reason I chose to look at it is because in the trailer, I saw a floor texture that reminded me a lot of Quake 2. It's kind of a weird reason to choose to play a game, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Vertical sync, I would want to use that. That's good. Graphics medium, language English. That seems fine. What do we have on the keyboard? So in this case, standard WASD to move, spacebar jump, left shift run. Mouse 1, mouse 2, select equipment. I hope this is not a numpad because I'm on a 10 keyless keyboard and I do not have a numpad, so let's just hope that's just 1 through 8. Alright, going back works. This is actually reasonably good. I think I will change the music volume down a little bit there because it's ascending. Alright, so a quick recap of what the game is. It looks like it's a psychological horror game, but it looks more like just an action FPS. I think we're diving into somebody's psyche. We're a psychologist or psychiatrist, and we're fighting that person's demons. But I'm not too concerned about the psychological stuff. I'm just here for shooting bad guys. So, let's play. Ooh. Chromatic aberration. There's a lot of chromatic aberration. And, of course, mouse sensitivity is pretty high. But again, I think most developers don't use the Counter-Strike 36 centimeters per 360 degree rule. So they overshoot with the sensitivity. So I'm going to back that off. But luckily, there is an adjustment here. Can I type it in? No. I'm going to back that down to half as much, maybe 0.4, and escape. Oh, mount. Okay. Much better. Much better. Okay. Chromatic aberration. Strong. Now, before I actually interact with this thing, I do want to check the... I guess I can't. That's fine. Performance seems quite good. So I can punch, I've got a UI, I can run, shift to run, space to jump. Ooh, you just stop. As soon as you stop pressing forward when you're jumping, you just halt. That's interesting. And you do have a ton of air movement. This is like Quake 1. So if I run and jump, I can actually strafe around these boxes whilst in the air. Ooh, super Quake 1. If the default running speed were higher, this would be very fast. There is a slight delay when you land before you can jump again, so you can't just bunny hop. I think that is intentional. But otherwise, I'm actually really impressed with this so far. Nothing has gone crazy. The menus work fine. The mouse is very smooth. The game is very smooth. Let's interact with this story here. Introduction. There's a lot to read here, and I actually will read all this, but I won't show it all on the video here because reading this is actually a lot. Fear may take the form of a monster, and the weapon is used to kill, or rather remove the monster, or as the term in psychology goes, to experience and acknowledge her inner states. Further explanations are in the psychotherapist's notes. Good luck. Okay, well that really does cover it. So my introduction was a little unnecessary. This actually is a pretty good example of how to introduce this. It's a lot of text, but if your players don't have the ability or patience to read 3 paragraphs, I think that's a player problem, not a developer problem. Chapter 1, Fear. You know, as I walked and remembered snippets of my life, I realized that I don't always manage to recall anything important, honestly. For some reason, I can't do it. Everything is tangled in my head. It was effective. Releasing pain and fear through expression leads to calmness and, importantly, deeper self-awareness. This is pretty nicely done. So chapter 1. So we have the introduction plus chapter 1. It's actually a pretty well-written text here. I think the developer may actually be Russian, so whatever's happening here, this is actually pretty impressive. I guess exit a little confusing for this because it should say perhaps play rather than exit, because I'm scared if I click this it's going to close the game, but I know it's not. Oh, exit the this. All right. Let's go punch some demons here. This is the floor texture, by the way, that reminded me of Quake 2. This is a very Quake 2 floor. I love it. All right. What was that? Pick up the shotgun, pick up a pistol. We have healing items, so I'm going to assume... Okay, so 1 on the keyboard works for the pistol, 2 is a shotgun, Q is heal, but I do not need to heal. Let's see if I can activate heal without actually needing to heal if I hit Q. No? Very nice. So I guess I'm going to conserve ammo here, and I always go left. Oh, that's weird. It's very dark. I have a flashlight. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Pretty good tutorial prompt here. X is backpack. Okay, so we've got a radial menu. Looks pretty good. G is flashlight, Q is heal. I didn't know I have a combat knife. How do I activate the knife? So 1 is the pistol. What is the knife? It's 6. 6 is pretty far away. And I don't think there's rebindable keys. No. So in this case, yeah. Can't rebind keys. That would be nice. Rebindable keys is pretty important. Not everybody uses WASD. Somebody uses, I don't know, YGHJ or ESDF, whatever. I can aim down sights. I don't know if I need to. Pretty good particle effects. Okay, well, let's use the shotgun. Ooh, that was... Alright. Still on. Okay. Not too bad. I'm not sure how effective the pistol was. Reload works just fine. For simple geometry, this is effective. It works pretty well. I guess we're introduced to Rosaline's psyche. Wow, okay. Jump scare. Now, again, this is not something I should be doing because it doesn't really make a lot of sense story-wise that I would be hopping up on these planks trying to get out of bounds, but I actually just can't help myself. There's no dash mechanic, and actually it's pretty good about not allowing me to climb up here, although I think I just may get my head stuck on this, which means I can get up here. Okay. Where do I find the secrets? I'm not treating this with the seriousness that actually it deserves. What's up here? Can I actually tell? Does this... Oh, so there's no flash. Oh, it's just a very tall room. I think I'm going to have to try to get out of bounds elsewhere. So for right now, good that it works. but I will continue with the story. The UI disappears once you're not in combat, which I suspect is actually a pretty good solution. So you maintain the psychological horror aspect of this. I wouldn't have put the ammo here because the first thing I was drawn to, instead of the glowing black hole, was the ammo, because I'm a crazy person, I need to pick up everything. Bit of a hitch there before I think that sound played. Alright. Let's go down here and take out some of these guys. I wonder if I can sneak. Well, maybe not. 2 shots for him. Maybe 3. Well, my health is actually quite low. 10 damage for each hit that they do. I can heal. The heal fully heals me. Alright. This seems like maybe too much. Well, really loading up here. Okay. It's a good effect. The particles in the room. Again, everything here is fairly simple, but it's well done visually. Alright, just pick up everything here. Boy, there's a lot of those. Does my inventory show how many of those I have? What was the radial menu? It was X. I don't know how many of these I have. Oh, I've got 8. I have to just actually select it. So 8 here. I should reload this weapon. Okay. Oh, yep. Stuck in there. These voices have been inside me for so long, like the ashes of a fire that never goes out. I interact with this. Alright, what happens? I heard a thing. It sounded like it was over here. I didn't actually try that door before I interacted with the lever. Oof. Presumably it would have been locked, but I didn't actually check that. Just checking the change in atmosphere as I go through a different volume. Quake 2 floor, Quake 2 floor. What's up there? Alright, that's the way to go, but obviously I... Oh, okay. Well. I can't... I can crouch. Oh, boy, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. How do I uncrouch? Uh-oh. Am I uncrouched? Did I crouch? Settings. Keyboard. What was... Crouch was definitely C. By the way, hitting escape opens the menu, and hitting escape closes the menu. Oh, it's amazing. I feel like I'm crouching, but I'm walking very slowly. That wasn't happening before. I can't run. So maybe going down here and crouching under this weird cone stuck me in a crouch? We'll see. I can't tell because that's a very tall door handle. I feel closer to the floor than I was before. Weird tentacles. I think I may just have to complete this game now slowly. Okay, alright. Let's change weapons. Jump. Oh! Well, I feel dumb now. C crouches, but C does not uncrouch. you have to hit space to essentially jump out of your crouch. So C, crouch, space, jump. That's really strange. But now that I know, I can carry on. Again, no obvious ways to get out of bounds here. One thing that bugs me about flashlight games is that flashlights don't behave in video games like they do in real life. There's no bounce light. So in real life, if you shine a flashlight at a wall, the entire room is well lit because, or if the wall is white. But here, the flashlight is just a projected texture, so it doesn't behave like a proper flashlight. I don't love this. It's a cool effect. Taking a lot of damage. What happens if you die? Again. See how the checkpoint goes. See, I was in no hurry to actually try to combat my way through this. I will use the flashlight, though, just to have some light. It's a neat effect. The flashlight with that, pretty cool. And again, performance is still good. Pretty cool material on the tentacle here. You don't belong among us, Rosaline. These could look a little less like they were done in MS Paint. They just look a little hokey. It's a little hokey. Now I can't hit 6, so let's hit 6, and then I slash this, or I also can punch. 7 is just fists. Can I just punch through this wall? I can't. Ooh, look at it. Physics. Well, I can punch the physics parts. Punch you. Punch. Crouch. Punch. Alright, I have to jump. Now I do wonder, would that have been cooler had I just blasted through? What am I? Okay. Now, is there anything for me to hop on? Yeah, without a dash mechanic, it's really hard to get out of bounds. Gotta jump. A lot of shimmering happening here. It's a very shiny staircase. Oh, this is actually a real one. I think it takes 3. Maybe 4. Oh, you can't. Once you're reloading, that's it. So just lucked out of there. If I'm going to use a healing item, I may as well get the maximum out of it. Alright. That is a bit unusual. What happens if you play the game with no flashlight? It's just... it's just a hint of shiny staircase. YouTube is going to kill this. Alright. Stay away. Again, that would probably look more sinister if it were scrawled in blood rather than MS Paint. What's in here? have a lot of everything. Okay, moving on. I think this is the same particle effect as before. This may be the same room. Not a lot of kiting. Or moving around. It looks like it should be a Doom-like, but it doesn't really play like that. Let's swap to a pistol here. I think we can reload this. Luckily, we walk at roughly the same speed. Do a little heal. These guys can actually track you down pretty quickly. I'm wondering if there's a... They seem to just be spawning. There perhaps there's a limit at some point. Yeah, nothing really communicated to the player in that case that you have 4 waves of enemies or 12 total enemies, whatever it was. Like the change of colors. It looks like it was done with a mouse, too. Okay. Oh, well, definitely I've got to go over here. Presumably that was a checkpoint section, so if I want to hop on this thing over here, I think if I die, which I probably will if I hop into this serene-looking water. Oh, no. Of course. The developer understands players like me just want to hop into this water. Can I... No. I think I may have bet my match on this one. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of bounds or do anything crazy here. I did get stuck in that, which is pretty fun. The question is, can I climb it? So back into this thing. I think I'm stuck in a running animation, perhaps? I'm stuck in the corner of this crystal. All right. Well. No hopping out. No splash when I shoot the water. Disappointing. About to enter a GeoCities page. Okay, that was it. That was a super quick, pretty good slice, little snapshot of what the game intends to be, but there's not a lot here. Oh, okay, so it puts you at the last checkpoint. All right, so while I'm thinking about how the game went, I can do a little running around, see if I can mess with things. It's relatively simple. The geometry is simple. The gameplay is simple. Move from room to room. Small combat sequence. Environmental storytelling. How far can I go back? guess I'm gonna backtrack to the whole game. And as I backtrack, this will give us a good picture of what the level design kind of looks like. Right now, it's corridors. Ooh, a hitch there. And I guess I can back up through this. I don't mind the maze so much, although it's not really a maze. The kind of twisted corridors, or twisting corridors, it makes sense this is supposed to be somebody's mind that we're in. Never tried to shoot this. No. Nothing. Yeah, my inclination is that I would want to play this as some sort of boomer shooter, although looking for secrets behind staircases. And I don't think that's what the developer's going for. Although, again, that would be more fun for me. Because those type of things just distract from the story. Hiding things around, distracting players with optional side objectives really takes away the urgency of actually taking care of this person's mind. Alright, speedrun. There's no slide mechanic. The Steam trailer is a bit deceptive because in the Steam trailer there is a hard rock song playing throughout the combat. This is definitely not a game you want to just, you know, rock out to. I need to get out of bounds. The simple geometry is used to good effect here. I don't even know what is happening above me. It looks scary. I think it just definitely needs something more. The combat right now is not in a good enough state. Well, okay, so the state it's fine. It's functional, everything works. I couldn't tell if I was getting headshots on the demons. But they just kind of come at you, and you fire, and you shoot them, but it wasn't exactly enthralling. The combat is not something that I would just think, I want more of this. And because the movement is not all that exciting either, it's standard movement, you can jump, but there's a lot. I see this kind of, this Quake 1 air control, and I think, boy, there's a lot that you could do with this. Again, I would just turn this thing into a boomer shooter. I would just turn it into Quake 1. But listen, that trailer music got me pumped up. But yeah, stuff like this. This is a cool scene. It's interesting, and because they're doing the psychological thing, there's a lot you can do with this, where simple geometry, scenes, shader effects, that sort of thing combines just to give a feeling. But I don't think you can sustain this for multiple hours. Well, that's it for the same room, same day demo. Oh, one good thing is that I couldn't actually break the game, couldn't get out of bounds, couldn't dash up any slopes. But anyway, this has been Aperture Grill Your Game, where I don't really grill games, I just, you know, look at them. I just look at them, you know, or play them, enjoy them, that sort of thing. I don't grill them. I'm not really a grill type of guy. Even though I'm Aperture Grilling. Catch you next time. Oh yeah, I forgot that you just come to a complete stop if you don't hold forward. Alright. Squeak by up here. Quake 1 jump. Oh. I am... about to say I was stuck, but I'm not stuck. Oh, that doesn't even have collision. That's smart. That's smart. He's too good. He's just too good. I cannot get out of bounds. This is as far as I can get. There's nothing else here to jump on.